If y'all was supportive of Wendy Williams and supported Wendy Williams' recovery and been patient and waited for Wendy to come back from her recovery, you wouldn't have to fire Nick Cannon so goddamn fast because y'all thought Nick Cannon was going to replace Wendy. And they brought Nick Cannon in, and they was doing little numbers with him. And they said, oh, we got it. We're going to give Nick Cannon his whole show. You know what I'm saying? He can replace Wendy. We'll put him on right after Wendy, and her ratings are going to his ratings and make his ratings again, and it didn't work. 6 months later, Nick Cannon show is canceled. 6 months. God damn, nigga. 6 months? I had longer relationships than 6 months. 6 months? God damn, you didn't last a minute. And that's what they get. I tell you, them Wendy Williams shoes are some big shoes to fill, y'all. So, Sherri Shepherd, you sure you ready? You think you're going to last longer than 6 months, Sherri Shepherd? Everybody's not Wendy. Everybody's not Wendy. Nick Cannon, talk show canceled. Just 6 months on the air. And it is page 6. Sorry. Nick Cannon's talk show has been canceled after struggling to win large audiences. You not Wendy, brother? You thought you was Wendy? Dead Ma and Mercury, y'all thought he was Wendy? Wendy is Wendy got some big feet, y'all. Y'all can't fill them shoes, baby. You think you're going to come fill the veteran shoes after 10 years? Strong? Sherri, they say you up for next, Sherri. They say you up for next, Sherri. You going to go up in there and try to get the Wendy shoe. They cancel Wendy too. So now y'all can't even use Wendy brand. Like Nick Cannon, you're going to have to go and stand on your own. The Nick Cannon show is now wild out. Shout out to Nick Cannon. I ain't going to hurt his career. He wasn't no talk show host to begin with anyway. He could go back to doing comedy. You know, he could go back to, what was his little podcast he had when Dane was on there? And Professor Griff. He could go back to doing that. Morning talk show ain't you, brother. Get back to the podcast. Damn, all Murky set you up. They really thought that you was going to be able to fill Wendy Williams' shoes. Sorry. Sherri, you sure you want to step in Wendy's shoes? It's different when it says the Wendy Williams Show. When it says the Sherri Shepherd Show, and you try to do hot topics, and it ain't Wendy's show, you're going to jack her hot topic segment? Sherri, you better be ready, Sherri, or you can get Nick Cannon. You're going to get shot out to Cannon. Cannon fired. Damn, they did it dirty. Cannon fired. Damn, they didn't even say let go, or, it's been a little, we decided to part ways, Cannon fired. Nick's Cannon talk show is being canceled after just 6 months on the air, page 6 is told. Sources say that the staff at the national syndicated show have not yet to be informed, but we're told many of them were already looking for new jobs because the outlook seemed to be bleak for the struggling show. The star snagged the gig in 2020 after impressing producers with his daytime talents when he filled in for Wendy Williams during her long absence due to ill health. The former Mr. Mariah Carey. Oh shit. Yeah, that's disrespectful, dude, to call him that. The former Mr. Mariah Carey was also a high commodity when the show was announced because Fox The Masked Singer, which he hosted, had become the #1 news show, drawing more than 17 million viewers in his record-breaking 2018 debut. Yeah, but that ain't morning take talk show, according to Deadline. Cannon became a daytime candidate following his gig covering for Wendy Williams. Yeah, Bobby, you was a sub. You are not the starting five. You was just a sub. And they got hyped up because you had a good game. There was even talk of Cannon's show replacing Williams if her health meant it had to come off the air permanently. But that chatter went cold when audience numbers showed Cannon's show picked up just 400,000 viewers, making it the lowest rated talk show at the time, according to Celebrity 411. Williams' show averages 600,000 on a bad day. And sources tell us that ratings for the show shows no sign of growth. Wah, wah, wah. Cannon opened up about the death of his son during his talk show run. Sources said that the network, and rest in peace to his son. Sources say that networks are also looking for a spot for Jennifer Hudson's new talk show. The Sun, Us, first reported the news. Somewhat ironically, the show may have been a victim of Williams' ongoing drama. In fall of 2021, the Alien Chat Queen pushed back the beginning of her new season to recuperate, leaving the network to air reruns. Mr. McCary. Cannon shares 2 children with ex-wife Mariah Carey. Why do they keep talking about Mariah Carey? They been over. At the same time, the Sun Us reported that Cannon was pissed because the popular Wendy Williams show, which aired immediately before his show, was supposed to provide an audience boost that less popular reruns wouldn't. Didn't I tell you? They said, we're going to put him right behind Wendy, and her ratings going to drive his ratings up. Wrong. He is relying on Wendy to give his new show a huge lead in audience, they wrote. Didn't I just say that? In 2020, Cannon was briefly fired by CBS, where he hosts Wildin' Out after he made anti-Semitic comments. It rehired him after he made a public apology. The company behind the show, Debmar Mercury, declined to comment. I bet they did. Why would they want to talk? A rep for Cannon did not get back to us. I believe so. Why would they want to talk? We thought he was going to do better than Wendy. We thought he was going to be a good replacement for Wendy because he was holding it down in Wendy's spot. That's because it say Wendy on the back. God damn it. They seeing everybody gonna watch, hoping to hear something about Wendy or Wendy's gonna come back. Nick Cannon was a good temporary replacement because of what he was going on, what he had going on, the little buzz he had from the singing show, and then he had his own little podcast that he had, but he wasn't going to be able to have his own show and get Wendy numbers. You know how long it took Wendy to get those numbers? Debmar and Mercury, y'all screwed up. Y'all was better off supporting Wendy and her recovery instead of sitting there and keep putting out these allegedly putting out these fake press releases and putting all these stories out about her allegedly trying to make her Russia come back and then replacing her with all these whack people that can't tie her shoes. Y'all done set this poor brother Nick Cannon up for failure, and you get ready to do the same thing with Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd, you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen, right, Sherri? Hey, Bev G. Yeah, he was looking a little older in that picture. I don't think everybody is attacking Nick Cannon. This is not an attack on Nick Cannon. This is an attack on Debmar Mercury for not supporting Wendy Williams and being patient and supporting her recovery. If they would have supported Wendy's recovery instead of just throwing all these people up there just because they don't want to get these sponsors back their money allegedly, Nick Cannon wouldn't have been set up to fail, and Sherri Shepherd is up next. Watch what I tell you. Her show starts in September. Sherri Shepherd's show will not see the summer of 2023. Trust me when I tell you. I could be wrong, but if they try to produce her show the same way they did Nick Cannon's, and they trying to make her replacement Wendy, she's going to fail. Watch. Only Wendy can do Wendy. Nobody could do Wendy but Wendy. I know they waited a whole year for a recovery, but they didn't wait a whole year for a recovery. What they did was they continued the show while she's recovering. They could have put the show on dark hiatus, ran reruns, and then came back with a new and improved Wendy with her mind right. But we shall see. We shall see. Shout out to my peoples. Rough Diamonds. This hat is jazzy, right? Yeah, I see y'all saying you think Sherri would be okay. You think that now because of her holding Wendy Williams' show down. It looks good because she's doing hot topics. She's doing Wendy's format. When they got to create a whole format for her and she got to hold it down by herself, actually Candy, he'll tell you how hard it is. That's not a seat you could just jump in. You know what I'm saying? That's not a seat you could just jump in. But time will tell. I'm not hating on Sherri. I said out of all the guest hosts they had, she was the best one to hold it down. But it's different when you can't say, how you doing? Or we get ready to do hot topics. Like, it's different. You got to come up with all your own stuff. FG, we going to the gym tomorrow? All right, cool. I went today. I ain't see you in there today. I was looking for you. Poor Nick, man. Nick Cannon, don't worry about it, though, man. The fellas wasn't watching you anyway, And the ladies, they still going to support you wherever you go. You dig? Choke no joke, man. Y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's do it.
choke, no joke. Know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When high show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometimes the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jacks or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype young cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype young cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with STB in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical.